The biggest story of the week is that the Obama administration secretly obtained 2 months of phone records of reporters and editors at the Associated Press in order to find out who they're talking to in the government in order to stop people from leaking information. And people are very upset by this, very disturbed. A lot of reporters are in shock that this is happening. But they've been living under a rock. I'm sorry to say it. This is not even the tip of the Orwellian iceberg. This is nothing compared to the power that they have. Because it's not just the phone records that they have. That's what they're admitting. Oh, we just got the phone records. Yeah, no, they actually have the phone calls, audio of all of the phone calls, audio of all of your phone calls, audio of everybody's phone calls. This is old news to some. Many people are still in denial that this is possible. But the Bluffdale, Utah NSA facility, the National Security Agency facility, not only has this ability, Echelon's been doing this for probably well over a decade, probably decades. But the newest NSA Big Brother toy can record every phone call, just to store it in an MP3 or a computer file of some kind. Every phone call, every communication, every email, everything for 100 years. Oh, you don't think that's possible? Oh, just wait. They can voice print people and then do data mining in the recorded conversations to find anybody's conversation and for keywords. If they wanted to find out, if they had a few reporters that they suspected were talking to government officials and were leaking information, they could just enter that person in, their voice print, into the system, and then keywords, just to save all the time from going through all the conversations. Oh, keywords. Did that reporter talk about the Bilderberg Group? Have they mentioned the Bilderberg Group in any conversation? Let's just put that keyword in the dictionary. I mean, this is old news. This is what Echelon has been doing for decades. That's what these funny little things are. That's the Echelon system. Okay, kind of like the apps on your smartphone. Shazam is one of them. SoundHound is another. These are the apps where you just press the button and your phone listens to the radio for a few seconds, and then it just picks the song. It identifies the song that's playing. Out of the millions and millions and millions of songs that are possible of being identified, that are in this Shazam database, wherever it's doing this dictionary keyword search for, this voice print, music print search, it just finds them. You don't think that they could do that with your voice? Sorry to tell you, but this is the case. The information, the news about them recording every conversation was let out of the bag. The cat was let out of the bag very recently on CNN by a counterterrorism agent, a former FBI counterterrorism agent, who I'm sure got a phone call telling him to shut the hell up. That's not something you're supposed to talk about. He was talking with CNN's Aaron Burnett about the widow of the Boston bomber, one of the Boston bombers. And she was talking about how there was no way to find out the content of a conversation that she had unless she left a voicemail. And then Tim Clemente corrected her and said, no, there is a way. We certainly have ways in national security to find out exactly what was said in that conversation. It's not something that the FBI is going to want to present in court, but it may lead the investigation and or lead to the questioning of her. We certainly can find that out. Aaron Burnett was stunned. So they can actually get that. People are saying, look, this is incredible. Clemente answers, no, welcome to America. All of that stuff is being captured as we speak, whether we know it or like it or not. Just imagine the power. Matt Drudge of the Drudge Report suggested that it's time, he said, a warning to reporters and sources. Assume all of your communications are being monitored. Time to move back to the parking garage. Many people are not familiar with what that term means. He's referring to the Watergate scandal, when the Deep Throat character went and talked with Bob Woodward in a parking garage. Okay? And where is that? Here is the scene from All the President's Men. A very famous scene in cinema history, recounting how the Watergate scandal went down. So that's what he's talking about there. Here's another Orwellian bit of news for you, just to get you up to speed. This is 6-year-old news, by the way. 6 years ago that we've confirmed it. Who knows how longer before that they've been doing it. But your cell phone, when it's turned off, I'm not just talking, when you're not talking on. I'm saying you power your phone down. The government, your friendly FBI, CIA, NSA, alphabet agency, can activate the microphone in your cell phone and listen to you in your surrounding areas as a directional bug. The webcam in your laptop and in your tablet can be activated remotely, since it's almost always connected to Wi-Fi. If your laptop or your tablet is turned on, it's most likely connected to the internet over Wi-Fi. Your friendly CIA, FBI agents, or just even crafty hackers can tap into that webcam and the microphone, of course, and watch you, record you, listen to you. I mean, there is an Emmy Award-winning investigative journalist who used to work for CNN before they shut down their investigation department, named Amber Lyon, who said that she knew a lawyer whose law firm was allegedly tapping into people's webcams who were being defendants against lawsuits or plaintiffs. I can't remember exactly who. It's anybody that was affiliated with a lawsuit, and this law firm was representing the defendant. They were tapping into people's webcams and then videotaping men, as what men do on their computers, in compromising situations. And then they would approach them, in a parking lot, show them still images and say, oh, you want to drop that lawsuit, don't you? You don't want this photo being leaked? You don't want this video being leaked all over the internet, do you? It's incredible. The head of the CIA admitted that, well, this was, I guess, this is last year. So the former head of the CIA, who had to resign after banging his biographer, he admitted that the new appliances are changing what we believe to be privacy. Because your new televisions, smart televisions, all have cameras, microphones in them, facial recognition, voice recognition. They can just pick out who's in front of it watching it. Which one of your family members are watching the TV. Okay? So David Petraeus admitted that this is just, changing the world as we know it. It change our notion of privacy, he said. And it will cause us to rethink our notions of identity and secrecy. Yeah, I'm sure they wouldn't do that to any Associated Press reporter. I'm sure they wouldn't do that to any congressman who's planning on exposing the Bilderberg Group. Can you imagine the blackmail files that they have on Congress? I mean, they know exactly who's cheating on their wives, who's doing what. If you get some congressman or senator that's going to start talking about the Bohemian Grove or something on the floor of the Senate, they know that they're cheating on their wife. That's when you get the visit from the men in black. Hey, excuse me, Senator, we know about your mistress, and we'll tell your wife if you actually talk about this. You're not going to talk about the Bilderberg Group. It just doesn't exist. So everybody's all up in arms about the Obama administration, which they should be. I mean, it's Orwellian, it's creepy, it's Nixonian, it's Hitlerian. It's to create a chilling effect. It's to scare people from sticking their neck out and reporting on real stories. It's to scare people to get them in line with the administration. And it's not just Obama. The Bush regime, the Bush crime family is doing the same thing. But the technology is getting more and more powerful every single day. I mean, this Bluffdale, Utah base has, was it like 1 million square feet in this place? It's incredible. The electric bill is something like $40 million because of all the servers. Echelon has been, more than 900,000 square feet just for technical support and administration. And then there's 4 25,000 square foot halls filled with servers. $40 million a year for the electric bill. Okay? This place is a fully self-sufficient, freestanding base. So anyway, this government spying on the Associated Press, just getting their phone records, no, that's nothing. Nothing. They can sit there and listen to exactly the phone conversations. Enter in somebody's name. They could enter in somebody's name and listen to every phone call that they made. Any phone call that has a certain key word in it. Oh yeah, so it's like a Google search in all the voice records. Oh gee, let's see which Associated Press reporters have mentioned the Bilderberg Group or the Bohemian Grove, or the Federal Reserve. Oh yeah, oh there we go. That's interesting. Yeah. So there you go. There's a couple pieces of tech information for those in denial or those that are just waking up. Many people are finally snapping out of their trance, finally turning off their Clear Channel music. The same 20 songs they listen to every day on the way to work on the Clear Channel radio stations. Finally tuning into some talk radio. Finally reading some books. Finally at least reading some news sites instead of just playing on Facebook all day. Posted pictures of what they had for lunch. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Mark Dice. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Stay tuned for Man on the Street Mondays. If you don't like these commentary videos, every Monday I post a new Man on the Street Monday video where it just gets crazier. I'm trying to do the craziest thing possible, and people just do it. The petitions, it's just go and watch them. There's playlists on my YouTube homepage. There's more videos coming soon.